Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your commentator for tonight, Plus, and welcome to the Raw Zone. We have one hell of a show for you guys as we go into our SummerSlam pay-per-view. It is going to be one hell of a show we have planned for you guys here tonight. It is going to be Money in the Bank qualifying action when Bronson Reed goes one-on-one with Matt Riddle. That one's going to be a damn good, but the Shield's BRYAN Danielson makes his debut tonight in tag action while he teams with Seth Rollins in a matchup against the returning New Day. Big E and Kofi are going to get their hands on the Shields in a rematch, but a different kind of rematch. But coming up next, Adam Cole, Chad Gable goes down.
And oh man, watch me go out there and show you how it's really done, champ.
Well, Adam Cole letting Austin Theory know, calling a shot before this #1 contenders matchup against Chad Gable here tonight. It was announced last week that Adam Cole will be going one-on-one with Chad Gable in a #1 contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship. Austin Theory said he wants the best. Austin Theory said he wants a top-tier challenger for SummerSlam, and Adam Cole answered the challenge, and now we see Adam Cole here tonight stepping into the ring with Chad Gable in this #1 contenders matchup. Last week, Chad Gable did lose his qualifying matchup for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Big question is, will he be able to capitalize and get the upset on Adam Cole? Cole has been riding high since he got here in Universe Mode, but he had a little bit of a dip in momentum when he lost his matchup at the Unforgiven pay-per-view, but now he looks to rectify all of the mistakes going into SummerSlam. Cole understands that there's only one way that the job can get done. There's only one way to shut Austin Theory up, and that is to truly, quote, get on his level, and that's what Theory wants. Theory wants the entire WWE locker room to understand that he is the champion to be. But in order for us to truly understand that, we have to understand why Theory even believes that he is that guy. And it all started last week, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago at the Unforgiven pay-per-view when Austin Theory defeated Drew McIntyre to retain his Intercontinental Championship. And ever since then, Theory's head's just been absolutely huge when it comes down to the Intercontinental Championship and his reign overall. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Chad Gable stepping into the ring. Otis having his back again in this matchup. Now, I said it before and I'll say it again, Chad Gable has been getting opportunity after opportunity, to say the least, here in Universe Mode. Tonight, it might be one of his final opportunities here in Universe Mode. Obviously not forever, but what could be for a while before he starts winning matches and getting his, his name back in the hat for, title contenders and opportunities like we've seen over the last couple of weeks Chad Gable would be in. Gable getting a shocking upset against Rey Mysterio last month here in Universe Mode. Gable's had a bit of high momentum here in Universe Mode, to say the least. So going into this matchup, if I am, Adam Cole, I'm not going to underestimate Chad Gable in this matchup here tonight. Chad Gable is no man to underestimate. Chad Gable is no man to sit here and think that this is going to be an easy one. And with the, Alpha Academy on the outside, I wouldn't say it's, it's unfair to say that this would be a fair matchup here tonight. But Chad Gable versus Adam Cole, this has wrestling classic written all over it, and it all starts right now. Will Gable be able to get his momentum back after he lost his qualifying matchup last week against Santos Escobar? Let's find out. Adam Cole with a big knee to the face there. Nicely done, knocking down Chad Gable in the first person to go down this matchup, and now Adam Cole using the knee to his advantage. Nicely done there by Adam Cole, just shrugging away on Chad Gable, and man, not playing any games here tonight. And like I said, Adam Cole, he's been doing one thing and one thing only, and that's been trying to prove to Austin Theory that, Theory's a young gun. He doesn't know what he's really doing here in Universe Mode, and the veteran pro known as Adam Cole stepped up in Seguri. Nicely done there. The veteran, style of Adam Cole, he looks to do the job here tonight, and both Adam Cole and Chad Gable showing off in each other's faces here tonight. And wait a minute, Chad Gable now hooking both of the arms, hooking back. Wait a minute, Adam Cole now, oh, nice reversal there by Adam Cole. Cole now moving out of the way. Cole and Gable putting on one hell of a matchup in the early ons. Nicely done there, looking to put him away. This could be it here. Neck snapping right off with the knee there too, and no. Great wing awareness, great everything. Adam Cole definitely had it in the bag. Nice knee there, taking down Chad Gable. And that bicycle knee, he goes to that in the wishing well a lot. We've seen it a lot in Unforgiven. We've seen it a lot in this matchup here tonight, and that's something that Austin Theory is definitely going to have to focus on if Adam Cole does walk away with the victory here tonight. Matches like these are definitely ones to look out for. Now, wait a minute, now popping over. Oh, both men getting tangled up there. Nicely done. Now, wait a minute, Chad Gable throwing some furies of elbows. Drop kick there by Gable. Beautifully done there. And Chad Gable saying is a thank you to the crowd. And wait a minute, now going to the cover here, trying to put Adam Cole away in cocky style. And no, nobody screams cocky like Adam Cole. So if he was to lose that one, that would have been something. And wait a minute, now looking to put Cole away, but Cole not allowing it. Cole shrugging off. And oh, going for another knee, but this time, Gable having the knee well scouted. Nicely done there by Chad Gable. Gable getting kicked off there by Adam Cole. And Cole, this time with a bicycle kick, stomping down and following all the way through on Chad Gable. Nicely done there, stomping down, calling a shot, and getting the super kick. If you know Cole, you know he loves a super kick party, but Otis getting in the way. We knew Otis might have played a factor in this matchup. We just didn't know what kind of factor. And now we're seeing it here in this matchup here tonight. Adam Cole telling Otis to get his ass up, but there's nothing Otis can do because as Gable gets up to his feet, Otis still being a distracting factor. Gable up to his feet, a little dizzy, but Cole dropping down with a missile drop kick there on Otis. Otis getting absolutely tormented in this matchup. Otis now looking to bring Adam Cole into the ring. Perfect distraction for Chad Gable. That might have been all Chad Gable needed in this matchup. And now Gable hooking up and dropping him down. We've seen this last week, and he's going to do it again. We've seen it last week. The 3. Beautiful suplexing and harmony. Oh my God. 3 amigos there. And oh my man, Adam Cole has the foot under the ropes there. That ring awareness Chad Gable is going to need to focus on if he wants to walk away with the victory here tonight. But I also want to remind you guys that later on tonight, not only do we have Money to Bank qualifying action, but we also have a split-screen interview between Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor leading up to their big championship matchup at SummerSlam. But wait a minute, Cole now going to the top rope. Otis threw a chair into the ring. I just realized then Gable seeing the chair but not wanting to use it, sees the referee. In that little bit of time he was staring at the chair, might have been all Adam Cole needed. And Drew drop kick off the top rope, missed out there. And now Chad Gable wants to use all of it to his advantage. Nice working on the back there, and now hooking the arms in. Beautiful suplex there into the cover. That could be it here. Adam Cole not going to SummerSlam. Gable trying to punch his ticket, but no. Imagine Chad Gable versus Austin Theory. That one would definitely be a wrestling classic to say the least. And now trying to go for something big here. Adam Cole shrugging him off, saying no, wanting absolutely none of it. And now Adam Cole, using the ropes to his advantage against Chad Gable in this matchup here tonight. This has been a very nice back and forth contest we've seen by these two gentlemen here tonight, showing exactly what the Intercontinental Championship means for both men here tonight in this matchup. And once again, Otis being a definitive factor in this match. I'm trying to get in the way, Chad Gable now looking to use it to his advantage, looking to get the arm breaker in, hooking back the arm, and no, Cole's foot once again is on the rope. That right there is a factor. That right there is the factor. And Cole wants it. The last shot. It's over. He called in the boom and put it all away. And what could be the finishing touches in this matchup here tonight. And oh my God, Adam Cole feeling himself, feeling the momentum, seeing that Chad Gable is knocked out, doesn't know where he's at or what's going on in this matchup. And now Cole off the top rope, doesn't know what's going on. Gable trying to shrug himself over, and Cole now, missile drop kick from the top. Calling the missile drop kick. Now calling up Gable for something big here. Because if I know Adam Cole, he only wants to do it in the cockiest way possible. Calling a shot for the last shot. It's over. 1, 2, 3. Adam Cole punches his ticket to SummerSlam. It's going to be Cole versus Theory in a big-time matchup for the Intercontinental Championship. And man, oh man, is that going to be a damn good matchup, as Cole being the newcomer here on Raw, but punching his ticket and showing Austin Theory that he may be new to the WWE, but when it comes down to wrestling, he does this. And look at this man. Look at Austin Theory looking as pissed off as ever, and Adam Cole in the face saying, Adam Cole, baby. Man, oh man. Later on tonight, it's going to be a split-screen interview between the two men who are meeting in the main event, Balor and Rhodes, but also in the main event, the Shield's Daniel Bryan makes his debut. He teams with Seth Rollins to go against the New Day's Kofi Kingston and Big E. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now coming out tonight, it is going to be The Judgment Day. Finn Balor is still backstage tonight. He is scheduled for an interview, and he is going to be in a split-screen interview with Cody Rhodes ahead of their championship matchup in 2 weeks' time. Excuse me, 3 weeks' time at the SummerSlam pay-per-view. We have waited a long while to get to this pay-per-view, and the time for talk is finally over. So last week, AJ Styles wanted to put his hands on our up-and-comer right here, Dominic Mysterio. I don't know if you know the Mysterio legacy, but it's a very important legacy, a legacy that Dominic Mysterio is holding up to very, very well here in Universe Mode. And Dominic has been running through any and every competition that we've been throwing at him here in Judgment Day, and Dominic has definitely earned his keep. And what comes with your keep is protection of the Judgment Day. And as the godfather of the Judgment Day, last week that fluke victory from AJ Styles, that's not even going to be in the competition. That's not even going to be talked about. What needs to be talked about, what needs to be rectified, is what AJ Styles did after that matchup. So you know what I'm proposing? I'm proposing next week, Judgment Day versus the OC. We're going to put this one to bed very quickly because the Judgment Day have plans, big World Heavyweight Championship plans with Finn Balor in the main event of SummerSlam, and we don't have time to be focused on you. But the one thing that we will not do is let an attack by you go unheard. You see this man standing next to me right here, Dominic Mysterio. When he is in his ring gear next week with me, we are going to beat you guys and show you that we are nobody to mess around with. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Riddle versus Bronson Reed in Money in the Bank qualifying action. It goes down right now. Last week you messed up everything. Last week you messed up everything that I've been working for, everything that I've been working my ass off for here in Universe Mode, to become World Heavyweight Champion, to hold the big gold strap over my shoulder as it should be. It should be over a legend shoulder, not a so-called American nightmare, not a self-proclaimed prince and a pillar. It should be over the man who is a legend, the man who has earned his stripes here, and I have done that, and I did that at Extreme Rules when I put your ass through the table like I said I was gonna do. I did that at King of the Ring when I took you out of the tournament like I told you I was gonna do. I told you I wasn't finished with you, and what did I do? I finished you off. And what did you do? You came crawling back. You always find yourself crawling back. So guess what? I'm gonna make sure at SummerSlam there's no room to crawl back. Me and you, loser leaves Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, as we get into qualifying action, it is going to be Matt Riddle going one-on-one with Bronson Reed here tonight. It's going to be a damn good matchup. Listen, we don't see Matt Riddle very often here in Universe Mode, but when we do see him, he definitely gives us a treat, to say the least. And I'm very excited to see what Matt Riddle has to offer for us here tonight. Him going into the Money in the Bank, qualifying matches, it's good for Raw. Him going into the Money in the Bank matchup, it's good for Riddle. I mean, think about it. A guy like Matt Riddle in the Money in the Bank, that right there is a game changer. It changes the dynamic of the Money in the Bank as we know so far, especially looking at people like Santos Escobar and Claudio Castagnoli who are already in the matchup. I mean, it changes the the game. But speaking of changes the game, another man who can completely change the tides of this tournament is this man right here. He's been wrecking havoc since he got here in Universe Mode, and he hasn't stopped. And the man himself, Bronson Reed, has been set to make a name for himself. And it all started with LA Knight a few weeks ago, as him and LA Knight started a little feud here on Raw, and they were going back and forth about who the next top star would be. And Bronson Reed put that to rest as he put LA Knight down to the mat. It went up to the top rope and dropped down that tsunami. And if you know Bronson Reed, when he hits that tsunami, that right there is all she wrote. This man is a very dangerous man. He has said very few here in Universe Mode, but for some of the words he has said was simply this: when I step into the ring with my opponents, I snap them. You coming into the ring with me is an instant death wish, and anybody who wants me to sign that early certificate, I will be all up for the job. He marked his claim on LA Knight and got the job done, and now he looks to do the same here tonight against Matt Riddle in this Money in the Bank qualifying match. Big stakes here on the line, not only for Bronson Reed's streak here in Universe Mode, hasn't lost here in Universe Mode, but it's also, you know, everything Bronson Reed's been creating his character around, and that's just been being that unstoppable monster. Big slap to the chest there. Ooh, nice takedown there by Bronson Reed. But aside from him being the character, aside from his losing streak, this matchup right here puts you in the Money in the Bank qualifying match. You win that qualifying match, you go on to Money in the Bank, you win Money in the Bank. That is a automatic World Heavyweight Championship opportunity whenever you want it. Shoot, Cody Rhodes or Finn Balor, they just finished a match and you want to stake your claim, you can do that. That contract basically makes you untouchable if you could do it right. And Bronson Reed is a guy who can do it right if he plays his cards right. And Reed now has Matt Riddle on the top rope, and takes him down to the outside. Bronson Reed now on the top rope where he is very, very comfortable. We've talked about this man before. Big tsunami on the outside. I talked about this man before and how dangerous he is. And when he goes to the top rope, he doesn't hit forearms, he doesn't hit splashes. He hits one kind of splash, a dangerous wave. And that right there is a tsunami. And he hit it big on Matt Riddle. And Riddle looks like he is absolutely down for the count. Riddle now absolutely in trouble. Reed brings him up in a big Samoan drop by the Samoan bulldozer known as Bronson Reed. And he's going up to the top rope. And I said it before, when I said it again, when he goes to the top, he wants one thing and one thing only: the big splash. He gets it in. 2 and 3. He does it. Big tsunami for the win. Hit one on the outside, hit one in the ring. Made it look absolutely beautiful. Bronson Reed knows how to get the job done. We talked about the game-changing it could be if Riddle got in, but we also talked about the game-changing it could be and now is Bronson Reed stepping into the ring and going against Claudio, going against Santos Escobar. I mean, these are dangerous opponents. Split screen interview time. It is going down right now. Balor, Rhodes. It's going to be a damn good one, and it happens right now. Ray, I want to thank you for meeting me back here tonight. So, as I know, Judgment Day has had a pretty big schedule and a lot going on over the last couple of weeks. I want to, let you know that I do plan on you wrestling, for you to wrestle at SummerSlam and defend your championship, but as the weeks have been going by here in Universe Mode, the time overall for us to sit here and get, women's contenders is just, we're kind of running on a crunch here, and I want to make sure that your matchup is a blockbuster matchup to be. So next week, I want you to walk in to that ring, and I promise you a superstar that you probably never would have dreamed of will walk down to that ring and challenge you. And I'm already making the matchup official, but I want you to be surprised and to know who that challenger is going to be next week. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back here with Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor upon their SummerSlam matchup for the World Heavyweight Championship. I just want to say congratulations to Finn Balor. You won the championship all the way back in April by beating what almost was 16 other men in a tournament, the King of the Ring tournament, to become Mr. King in the Ring. I just want to congratulate you for that. And I want to also say, Cody, congratulations on keeping the championship after you called your shot in the beginning of the King in the Ring tournament and promised whoever walked away with the victory that they were going to be getting the best Cody Rhodes, a different side of Cody Rhodes. Now, I know you talked about it from time to time, but can you really elaborate on what you meant by that? Before I answer that question, Mr. Regal, I just want to say thank you for, you know, your very nice words on just overall everything that I've been doing as world champion. I gotta say, it has been an absolute honor. And I want to say something to you, Finn, before we get this started. I don't know what you're staring at me like that for. I don't know what the glare is for. I have had no issue with you. I've had no issue with you before I got to the WWE, as I've been in the WWE. I know our paths have barely crossed from time to time, but as far as on a personal level, I have never had a problem with you. So I feel like that's very important that I make that very apparent before we get into it. You think I care about what you like? I don't care about what Cody Rhodes like. If you didn't hear what Damian Priest said last week, I am going to be the next World Heavyweight Champion. This thing you try to do with all of your competitors, you try to make friends and let them know the respect's there. This isn't about respect. This is about championship gold. That right there, that title you carry, that title that you claim is your everything, is my everything. I was the first man to challenge for that championship alongside Kevin Owens, and I was not able to get the job done. And I tried to go at it a second time, and I wasn't able to do it. I went into WrestleMania calling my shot as Finn Balor's greatest comeback in WWE history, and since WrestleMania, I've been doing what I gotta do. Since King of the Ring, after winning the King of the Ring tournament, I've been doing what the hell I gotta do. So I don't care about what you think this smirk is about, what you think this glare is about. What this glare is about is me staring a hole straight in you, because I want what you have, and that's that World Heavyweight Championship. Don't get respect and lines crossed for a second. Trust me, Cody, I respect you. Trust me, I do. I respect you, and I respect what you do in that ring. But what you do as your character, I do not respect. I do not respect this so-called American Nightmare who's everybody's knight in shining armor, when me and you both know you don't give a damn about yourself. You said it in the past, and yeah, I'll repeat it for you if you don't remember. What you care about more than anything else is that World Heavyweight Championship. If you lose that title, you have nothing. Remember? Remember that phrase you said? You don't care about the WWE, so stop acting like you care about these fans and just give me the Cody Rhodes that I want. Give me the Cody Rhodes that you promised that King of the Ring, the Cody that's going to put on a 5-star classic with me at SummerSlam. I don't know what is wrong with you. I don't know what's wrong with Malachi Black. I don't know what's wrong with Santos Escobar. I don't know what's wrong with everybody when making everything so personal. We are wrestlers that are going to wrestle in a wrestling ring for a championship belt of a company that we both work for. There is no bad blood between us, but since you want to make bad blood, let's make it. Let's call out failures. Let's call out what we've done over the last couple of months. While I've named the people that I've beaten over the last couple of months, let's name one person that you haven't beaten, and his name is Kevin Owens. The one guy that I beat, the one guy that I pinned to the mat. 1, 2, 3. The one guy who beat you twice on your worst 2 nights here in Universe Mode. You want to make it personal? We can make it personal, Finn, but I promise you one thing. If we make it personal, then you're going to lose your head. You cannot handle me under pressure, and you damn sure can't handle me on a mic, so I don't give a damn who you think you are. But you may be a pillar of Raw, but I am the pillar of the pay-per-views. I am the man who shows up in the main event every single night, and by the end of the show, I'm the guy that they talk about. I'm the guy signing posters and taking pictures, because I am the World Heavyweight Champion, not you. You will never be World Champion because you are nowhere near on my level. You climbed, you've got to this journey for absolutely no reason, because this journey since April was all gonna go to nothing when I'm standing over you after the crossroads with my hand raised over you, with the championship belt in my other hand, and I, Cody Rhodes, am still your World Heavyweight Champion. You know what, Cody? You got what you want. You got your main event with your big mega match, but next week, we're the final week, you stand in the ring with Finn Balor, because come SummerSlam, you will be facing a demon. Ladies and gentlemen, in the words of Mark Henry himself, we say it every week, but we're going to continue it. It is time for the main event. It is going to be the Shield and the New Day clashing, but this time it'll not be in the form of Jon Moxley and Seth Rollins, but in the form of Seth Rollins and a debuting BRYAN Danielson. And if you're curious, this is your first episode of Universe Mode, and you want to know how Bryan Danielson got here, you just got to go back one episode, and that was at the Unforgiven pay-per-view. That was when Bryan Danielson made his debut, aligning himself with the Shields and fully, proving that the Shields are going to be even with the numbers, because Moxley said he had a plan for if Roman didn't join the Bloodline, but just because Roman did, he made sure he had a plan for him too. And I want to let it be known also, Xavier Woods still being injured here for the New Day. It is going to be the team of Kofi Kingston and Big E stepping into the ring here tonight against Danielson and Rollins. Now, the interesting thing about this was the last time we seen the New Day here in Universe Mode was in a triple threat tag team matchup with the Shields and Legado del Fantasma for the tag team championships here in Universe Mode on an episode of Raw back in season 1. So we haven't seen the New Day for quite a bit of time here in Universe Mode, and tonight's definitely been full of ups and downs and lefts and rights, and it's definitely been all over the place, to say the absolute least. But as we are on our road to SummerSlam, we are trying to finalize matches, make sure things get done. We've had one hell of a showing tonight here when it comes down to Bronson Reed and Matt Riddle. It was been an absolute crazy banger of a night, I tell you, and I don't want to take nothing away from Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor. I mean, what a split screen, and Balor insinuating that we could see some type of alter ego of his here in Universe Mode. And aside from that being the fact, though, I mean, that's going to be one hell of a matchup. World Heavyweight Championship main event confirmed for SummerSlam. Balor and Rhodes is going to be a damn good first time ever here in Universe Mode. But you know what else is the first time ever here in Universe Mode? The first time ever these four men are stepping into the ring. It's going to be a damn good one. Let's do this. Bryan and Big E starting off in the early ons of this matchup. Nicely done. Bryan trying to go for a punch. Big E moving out of the way this time. Bryan catching Big E. Big E not knowing what's going on, where he's at. I eat my words. Big elbow there by Big E, and the big man taking down Bryan Danielson. And Danielson definitely seeming a lot more jacked than when I seen him around the Indies. But he's trying to make sure he holds his own here in the Shield. And nice Pele kick there by Bryan Danielson. And Danielson, one hell of a professional wrestler, one hell of an athlete here in Universe Mode, and not just in Universe Mode, all over the world. This man has wrestled all over the world. He's done great things when it comes down to the art of professional wrestling. I mean, this man is your guru. He's your go-to when it comes down to wrestling, and he will kick your freaking head. And this guy plays absolutely no games. And you see the strength by Bryan Danielson, picking up Big E and tossing him down. Oh, man. Nice knee to the face there by Bryan Danielson, and now Danielson just unleashing all the pain. But the big question is with Bryan Danielson is, why did he align himself with the Shield? I mean, what was the point of aligning himself with the Shield? I mean, the Shield has had one reason since they came, aside from being here in Universe Mode, but since they've had their new alignment with the Swiss Superman known as Claudio Castagnoli, they've just been about putting the pain on Roman Reigns and making Roman Reigns hurt. And Roman, on the other hand, has been having a bit of ups and downs, as he's been going on here in Universe Mode. Big suplex there by Big E to Bryan Danielson. Nicely done there. What a matchup we're seeing here in this main event we have here in the Raw zone. It's going to be a damn good matchup to finish. And wait a minute, Bryan Danielson now off of the ropes. Big E trying to go for a clothesline there, missing out. Bryan Danielson with a step-up kick, but Big E eating the first one. But Bryan Danielson getting the second one. Nicely done there. I just want to thank you guys once again for the incredible night we had here tonight here in Universe Mode. It's been an absolutely joy. And man, oh man, as we are on our road to SummerSlam, you gotta thank Bryan Danielson and Seth Rollins want a bit of their self to deal with the Bloodline. It's going to be very interesting seeing the developments of this rivalry. Seth Rollins now legal man of the ring. First tag we're seeing here in the ring. Nicely done there. Beautiful tag team action here by Bryan Danielson and Seth Rollins. Now, I wouldn't have seen Bryan Danielson more as the tag team type here in Universe Mode. I definitely wouldn't have seen that if I do say so myself, but he's definitely holding his own and making sure he can keep a good matchup. And now Seth Rollins picking up Big E now, so putting him down there. Nicely done by Seth Rollins. What a matchup we are seeing. Last week in the main event, it was the World Heavyweight Championship matchup. Tonight, we're seeing great tag team action. I mean, the action just keeps going and going, and Bryan Danielson now the legal man of the ring once again, and Danielson now stomping down on Big E's knee there. Big E has yet to get the tag in on Kofi, and now Big E getting a little bit of fight back in this matchup. I was just saying Big E did not get the tag in on Kofi. This hasn't really been the New Day's match. Kofi, the freshest man out of all, the rest of them in the matchup. And wait a minute, oh, nice kick there, and oh, takedown there by Big E. Big E now going to his tag team partner, and he gets him. Finally gets the tag in, and Big E can get some breath on the outside while Kofi Kingston does the work on the inside. And you see Kofi Kingston showing off for the New Day. Big drop kick there by Kofi Kingston, and as the crowd is enjoying this matchup, Bryan Danielson now up to his feet as Kofi Kingston takes him down there. Beautiful work there by Kofi Kingston, going for the cover down. This can easily be it now, but no. Either way, they were in the Shield's corner, but Bryan Danielson had a step-up Pele there by Bryan Danielson. Big E now going after Rollins, but big drop kick there by Bryan Danielson, but gets taken down by Kofi Kingston. And meanwhile, on the outside, Seth Rollins trying to focus on Big E. It seems like the Swiss Superman Claudio Castagnoli tripped up Big E without the referee realizing and focusing on the inside of the ring. Bryan Danielson and Kofi Kingston going out of here once again with that Pele kick. Bryan Danielson having his opponent well scouted here in the matchup and taking a little bit of time here to show off to the crowd, and the crowd seems very indifferent of Bryan Danielson. Big forearm there, Bryan Danielson missed. Kofi Kingston moving him out of the way. Trouble in paradise! He gets him! It is absolutely over. No! The New Day's comeback match could have been a big win. Going over the Shield, Rollins getting taken out of the ring by Big E. Bryan taken down. Bryan taking down Kofi. Kofi doesn't know where he's at or what's going on. Bryan Danielson saying no, running, and Big E sacrificing himself for Kofi Kingston. At what cost? Kofi going into the ring, realizing what happened, taking down Bryan Danielson where he stands. Danielson's down, Danielson's hurt. There's nowhere for Danielson to go, but Danielson fighting back with every amount of fight he has left in him, throwing absolute haymakers, and now tagging in Rollins. Rollins getting the tag in here. Tag team action being done to perfection. My God, and Kofi being laid out where he stands. We thought a little bit of momentum was about to head the New Day's way, but right when they seem like they're on the opposition, right when they seem like they're playing offense, they're back to playing defense. But I eat my words, Kofi Kingston fighting back. Kingston fighting with every amount of fight he has left in his soul, and Rollins doing the same step-up kick there. Rollins now tagging in Bryan Danielson. Danielson wants him some more. Kofi Kingston, Big E, the freshman's in. Two freshmen, and the men who started the match could be the men who end it all, and Big E going right at Bryan Danielson. Danielson doesn't know where he's at, what's going on. He seemed like he had it well scouted out when he got the first tag in. And now he just seems like he is just absolutely all over the place in this matchup, not knowing where he's at. Kofi Kingston trying to catch his breath on the outside. Rollins catching his breath on the other side. Oh, Big E taken down. Taking down Bryan Danielson with that big axe handle there. Nicely done there by Big E. And now just with a couple of punches to the gut there. Bouncing Bryan Danielson off of the rope there. Oh! Big ol' lariat by Big E. Big E now bringing up Bryan Danielson. This could be the big ending we're looking for. And oh! Going for those axe handles to the back, trying to put the wear and tear on the back, so when he hits the big ending to the front, there is nowhere for Bryan to go. Very smart tactics here by Big E, but Bryan seeming to find a pocket of air to breathe in, to pull himself out of the rubble of mess that he found himself in, and Bryan now putting Big E on the top of the ropes. Big E nowhere to go, nothing to do, and wait a minute, Bryan Danielson with an arm drag! Big ol' arm drag off the ropes. Danielson now, punch to the face, drop kick goes Kofi. Drop kick goes Kofi. If I know Bryan, he has Big E where he wants him. He seemed a little dazed, a little confused in the matchup. He doesn't know if he wants to hit it, and he's thinking about it, and he says a big fuck you to Big E, and now hits him. The Psycho knee as Kofi gets back up. He goes down by Rollins 2 and 3. Rollins takes down Kofi. Bryan gets the count. And the Shield win this. Is this the justice? Is this the dominance that we can see in the future of the WWE, and more specifically, the tag team division. Ladies and gentlemen, what a match we've seen. It was an absolute banger, and you see that right there, right after that knee. Put it in, went for the count, 1, 2, 3, and tonight the Shield get the job done, and they show exactly why their version of justice just might be the justice to be.
Cut the music.
Oh man.
Cut the damn music. Last week, you guys seen me go out and I made a little deal with Adam Pearce. There's been a lot of speculation on what that deal is. There's been a lot of speculation on what's to come for the Shield and the NOI family, and a lot of people think that this is far from over, and I made a promise to you a month ago, and I'm gonna keep it, and now you're included in that promise. Bryan Danielson, I am here to make your life a living. Roman, do you know who I am? I am the best wrestler in the world. My name is Bryan Danielson, and I didn't join Claudio, Moxley, and Rollins to prove some statement against you. I joined the Shield because I like the message that the Shield stands for. What the Shield stands for is what I stand for, and that is justice. And I have no problem bringing it down and raining it down all over you. You want to talk about what you're out here for? You want to talk about you and Adam Pearce? I don't give a damn about you and Adam Pearce. I'm going to let you know what I want, because everybody's been making demands around here, and I haven't said shit that I want. So we're gonna do what the hell I want to do, and what I want is a tag team match. I want to team up with Seth Rollins over there. I want to run back what we did tonight, and I'm gonna do it against your cousin, the Usos, but this time I want the tag team championships. If you were gonna let the Big Usos finish, now would be a time to do it, because what Roman was gonna say is that me and Jimmy, we're far from done with you guys, and I may have not thought it was gonna be the mix of you and Rollins, but we have no problem putting your ass back in the mat. You made a deal with the devil when you decided to team with Jon Moxley, because Moxley stabbed Roman Reigns in the back, and that is the last thing you do to your tribal chief, and he will understand, just like you will understand come SummerSlam, that we are putting this war to bed, and there will be nothing, absolutely nothing, not you, not Moxley, not Claudio, and damn sure not Seth frickin' Rollins can do a damn thing about it. And long story short, you want the tag team championships, then you're gonna have to rip them from the Bloodline's body at SummerSlam. Oh my god, well, I'm guessing it's confirmed the Shield and the Usos 2-on-2. Also, Austin Theory versus Adam Cole for the Intercontinental Championship. And in the main event, it is World Heavyweight Championship. Big gold on the line. It's going to be Finn Balor and what could be in the corner, his demons, going against an American Nightmare known as Cody Rhodes. What an episode of Universe Mode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. It was a short one today, but we got a lot done, because the road to SummerSlam is far, far from over. June 2nd, mark your calendars, because we are almost there, and the road to SummerSlam is coming in hot.